Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Component Cast. This is the Tuesday crew, as you can tell from our very handsome faces. We are back again with another episode of Lancer. It's just business. Please ignore the frozen Moogle you see in the corner. If you do not acknowledge it, it will not attack you. So let's start off with a little bit of news. We have been moving our podcast platform from Podbean over to Spotify. So if you're looking to find anything in particular, you can find it there. Also, any other of the distribution platforms that Spotify let us use, you can find it there. I have yet to get a full list together, but essentially you can find anything through Spotify, Apple, Overcast, Castbox, Castro, the usual distribution, and YouTube. You can also find our character portraits from the artist Mela. You can find her on Twitter and Tumblr as BUY Space Creator. That's by Space Creator. And please, if you're looking for the shows, which will be a big help because we're moving from a platform that we were on for years at this point to a whole new platform, please make sure you check out, you can find out by the show's title. So if you want to find this show, Lancer is Just Business, look up that on Spotify or Apple or Castro or Castbox or Overcast, Pocket Casts, that sort of stuff. Any of the Apple Podcast distribution and any of the Spotify distribution, that's where you can find it. Shows released on YouTube and on the podcast channels at 12 noon GMT, Friday for Eleanor, Saturday for Lancer, and Sunday for the specials. Please remember to turn on your auto downloader for your preferred app, and be sure to leave a rating and review and share it with your friends who are equally as nerdy. And also check out the links down below, which is provided by Doris.2. They have our master links where you can find all of our social medias, our IMDb page, our merch store, which has limited run merch. All of the merch on there now that exists is all Lancer merch, because Midge has taken down the Eleanor merch because Eleanor has finished. Has he not? Has he forgotten?
I haven't, and I would feign that no, by popular demand, I've kept up. No, I literally, with the migration, with all the other things that have happened, it fell by the wayside. So take advantage of the fact that I have been inundated with hell, and use this time to pick up anything you might be missing.
There you go.
It's a free extension thanks to the whim of the universe that we.
It's a Pride Month miracle.
Absolutely.
For the last day of Pride.
Yeah, it's a Pride Month miracle. Go check it out. I'll bully Midge into taking the stuff down in a month or two or something like that. Maybe we'll see. I'll talk to him about that. But hey, if you want to get some Eleanor merch, you want to get some Lancer merch, you can find it all on the links down below. So Roach, what is Lancer?
It's a game.
It's a game.
Hey, it's a game.
That's a good stuff.
Yep. It's been a while, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, no, it's a game made by Massive Press. It's available on their website and their itch.io page, as well as a couple of online storefronts. If you look it up, you can find the free version of the rules on their itch.io page, as well as the paid-for version of the rules with all the lore and everything like that. Both PDF and hardback format still available with the hardback. So I guess they just secured like better print run, like production or something like that, because it was a limited run, the first one. So I guess this one's just in stock because it hasn't been out of stock for like 2 years since it came out. So it's
Support Lancer. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's very good.
Anything else you're missing? I think that's it. Midge, am I missing anything? Have I done a good job?
Of course, you've always done a good job.
Hell yeah.
Good sir.
Hell yeah. Praise me more. That's what I like. Of course, with that, we'll be back in one moment.
Okay. All right. So last we left off, you all leveled up, and that's probably going to be a good part of this session because because it's a truncated session. But we also need to make sure everybody's caught up because it's been so long since we last played. I know half of you that were in here previously have finished leveling up totally. So I just want to go through and make sure everybody is good to go on that. So, and we can help whoever hasn't and make sure everybody's imported their stuff. So, Midge, have you done so?
I have leveled up on ComCon. I need to import. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
If you want me to
importing
talk about
screwy now.
Yes. If you would like me to talk about my level ups and also my mech changes, I will happily do so, though.
Yeah.
So let's start with my mech changes, because there's been two major changes and realizations, because I think it comes hand in hand with my license level up. As a member of the party, there have been multiple things that have held both Padre and Constantine back, and that is the speed and anyone getting in knife range. The limitations of a license level up is there's not actually much I can do for my speed. However, I can solve. I mean, I've done what I can. I've gained 1 speed, which takes me from a whopping 3 to 4. However, I can deal with the melee portion of where I lie and where I work into the team. So gone is my soul pattern laser rifle. My energy machine laser rifle is gone. Instead, in the hands of Carmelengo, he has dropped his rifle and picked up a chain axe. So I am now purely not 2 but 3 giant cannons and an axe. Because also I ranked up to the final tier of Nuclear Cavalier, which gives me another integrated mount. So I have 2 integrated mounts and my heavy mount. The integrated mount I've gained is a fuel rod gun, which is a threat 3, range 3 ability where I not only clear my heat by 4, but I essentially throw a fuel rod canister at my enemies. Essentially,
You're throwing a nuclear fuel rod.
Yep, I throw a nuclear magazine at someone, basically. Like in Halo, like just hitting the grav hammer just enough where you knock like one of the environmental explosives near enough to someone to kill them. That's what I'm doing now, apparently. That, and I have a chain axe. To go with that chain axe, I have also picked up a rank in Exemplar as a part of my personal license, which I'm going down a route where I can actually hold my own in close combat a little bit more. But other than that, I'm still driving a Harrison Armory Sherman. I'm still playing around with heat like a sorcerer plays with sorcery points, and I'm still here to make giant holes in giant ships coming at us. Except now I'm also role-playing the the commander on top of the las gun-covered tank, going, "Bring them closer! I want them in saber distance!" So I'm doing both.
Or right. Hit them with my sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely some good changes. See if they help you long term, like in the long term. I won't plan that. You played characters before that had melee weapons. That didn't help you. When it came to the stabbing.
No, it didn't, but we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Red.
Tis me. Okay. So,
I don't know whether anyone noticed, but I blew up last mission. So first point of order was chucking my point into hole to get a beautiful 2 extra hit points. I then also put on custom paint job, which has the sneaky, beautiful little ability that if I do take a structure damage, if I roll a 6 on a d6, I might not take that structure damage, which is when you've only got 1 repair kit on you and 3 structure, I'm going to take the 1 in 6 chance. But much like Midgeman's sorcery, I'm very much the wizard. So my abilities. Oh, also to help with the people coming way too close to me, I got myself a shotgun because it's got a threat level so I can shoot back.
You're also in a goblin, so it's like just a person, so you just have a Mossberg 500 that you're just
Charlie.
You're just there holding like a Doom's double barrel shotgun. Just
yeah, pretty much. So,
get off my yard.
Get out my yard. So, with that, I lost Centermain because honestly, I wasn't shooting anyway. It was pointless. So I've upgraded my spotter to level 3, which now has the shiny ability that if I lock on, I can give a quick action to any of my allies for them to use the lock on or not. But it means that if they want, they can just shoot straight after I've locked on, which is quite a nice shiny little thing to have. Also got, and this might work well with Mr. Midge, a new tech attack where the damage that I give is the same as the target's current heat level, and it's in burn. So that might be quite a nice thing if Midge is targeting someone and they're heating up. I then come in and go, and that's burn. Bye-bye. Other than that, I've mostly been focusing on making sure that I've not got anything that I'm not using. So that's why I changed the gun. That's why I got rid of Centermain. Oh, and on pilot skills, I upgraded my hack skill, I think. Just because Caitlyn is somewhat annoyed with things at the moment, so is improving her skills to get less annoyed about things. But yeah, not much from me, just making sure the goblin is as good as it can be.
All right. Makes sense. Rival.
Hi. Okay, main changes for my pilot. I've got rid of all my Centermain skills. And my Predator skills. And instead used all my points. I've still got 2 points in Leader. I picked up the first level of Gunslinger. And then 2 levels in Stormbringer and Walking Armory. Which is always nice. When it comes to my mech, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have so much fun. Okay, so we've still got the Molnier, which is my lovely 6-barrel cannon that sits in my chest and can be fired whenever it well pleases, or I can hit my protocol and spin that buddy up to it has all 6 rounds all filled out, and then, well, kind of a hole gets blown in the opposition. On top of that, I picked up the 2 hand cannons for the rally. They're both single shot, but I don't care. We'll get to that later. A rocket propelled grenade, again single shot, and an anti-material rifle. If you know the rally, you know that if I don't shoot anything or cause any saves or anything in between turns, I reload all my guns. Which is where my bonus thing, Roland Chamber, comes in, which is a rally thing. Roland Chamber, basically, when you reload any weapon, your next attack with the loaded weapon gains a bonus damage of 1d6 explosive damage to any target that you hit. So my hand cannons can do a maximum of 6 damage. They would both get a plus 1d6 on top of that, so that's technically possible to be 12 damage per gun. My anti-material rifle has armor piercing and does 3d6 or 2d6 or something like that, and that's loads more damage there. And so is my grenade launcher, and it works on all of them. I checked. And
this is what happens when Rival reads the rules.
This mech has been rivaled.
This mech has been rivaled. I've also got ammo case, which comes off my Stormbringer thing called the Walking Armory.
Walking ammo.
Which means that my grenade launcher, you might have noticed, doesn't have armor piercing. Yes, it does. If I hit, I have the choice of so far 6 different types of ammunition I can hit with. One of which is Sabot, which gains AP and deals kinetic damage. High Duke, stop stealing my thunder. But also it's got Thumper, which gains knockback. It's got Shock, which does energy damage and is AP. Mag, which arcs and then does kinetic damage. Hellfire, Jaeger, they're all absolutely brilliant, and they all work with my grenade launcher. So I'm happy. I would be happier if I had enough system points to do what I wanted to do, because I can put overkill on all my guns, which means they all get AP. But I don't have the system points, or technically the license points either. Need more license points. Can we level up soon, please?
Yeah.
You just leveled up.
No, I want to level up again.
What about
2
second
more times, and then I
breakfast?
can get the mech I want.
Yeah, what about second level up?
2 more times, and then
Duke agrees.
I will have lots of fun.
Dude, it's 90. It's over 90 degrees in this room. You need to get away.
Yeah, I know. I know it's over 90 degrees. Why do you think I'm trying to transfer heat to you? I'm wearing a carpet.
Your fur is warm. My hair is warm. It's too hot in this room. You need to...
Mom, cuddles!
So, yeah. I did try and do one other thing, but it was giving overkill to like my hand cannons, but it costs 4 system points, and I need the license for a certain particular mech to open that. But once I get it, yeah, Rival gonna be painful to anybody. And yes, this is what happens when Rival reads the rule book.
It's dangerous.
Weren't you happier when I didn't?
A little, just a little, not a lot, but a little.
Oh look, I shot someone. I'm happy. Yes, but if you did this, Rival, no, don't do that. Roach will literally be saying that down the line. If you do this, though, Rival, shut up.
I mean, I'm just going to point out the fact I pointed out the reloading thing to you, so I was the reason you
Yes,
did
I know.
this.
Someone made a mistake. I have also increased the agility of my mech so that I get more speed, and I'm harder to hit.
Hard to argue those.
Yeah, not bad. Mikey.
So I took a level in the SSC Metal Mark. So I have gone full SSC Hangar Babe build. The SSC Metal Mark rank 1 gives you access to Reactive Weave, which is what I've taken for my mech. It is when you brace, you become invisible until the end of your next turn and may immediately move spaces equal to your speed. So whenever I brace, I turn invisible and run away. Which is pretty fun. Otherwise, I also picked up the 3rd rank of Infiltrator, which is whenever I lose hidden by any means, you may first fire a flash bomb at any adjacent character. The character must pass a system save or only be able to draw line of sight to adjacent spaces until the end of their next turn. You can then move up to your speed, ignoring engagement and not provoking reactions, and then are revealed normally. So that's pretty fun. Anything else that I picked up? I don't think so. I think that's basically all I did. Just take Metalmark, take the Reactive Weave, take a level in Infiltrator. My mech is basically the same build, other than the fact it has a Reactive Weave now. Yeah. Basically it. The Reaper's Due is... It needed a small amount of adjustment. It did get blown up, but it didn't need much changing. It's been changed now.
Okay. It was perfect. It just needs to be more perfect.
It just needed to make it more perfect.
Okay. Utari.
I had the least exciting change of everyone here. I'm going to be blitzing through this at record speed. I took my level up and I went with Machine Bond in the Grease Monkey. Just to give me, when I stabilize, I can clear impaired, jammed, immobilized, slowed, and locked on conditions. That weren't caused by my own system, so I cannot loophole around my stasis fields. I did absolutely nothing to my mech, because my mech is perfect, and instead am setting myself up for the Lancaster, which is the, not quite repair, but it's like support mech that you can use its repairs for yourself. Like, I don't get to go around healing people, but I make it easier for other people to heal themselves. And that's pretty much everything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if people are curious about how you should update your pilot at this point, because importing no longer works on Foundry, sorry, on Forge, because of changes, I think, with CompCon. I think CompCon have updated their formatting, and they no longer have this API
There's
open.
Updates to Forge as well, and the thing around Forge, but I don't want to touch it.
Yeah, we don't want to break
because
shit again.
Because the last time we did, we had a 6-month break because we couldn't play with it.
We broke shit. That's what happened. So if you're on CompCon, you go to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen where it says Narrative Profile, Tactical Profile, Mech Hanger. Go to the little cogwheel that says Pilot Options when you hover over it. Click on that cogwheel, and then go to Export Pilot, which is export this pilot as a JSON file. Yes. And then you should be able to find where that file is in your downloads, and then go to your Forge, go to your RM4-sync, which is when you open your pilot page. It's the very first tab on the left-hand side. There should be a import down the bottom of that. You then have to browse to the file where you'll be able to open up Reaper, or in your guys' case, your pilots.
Do that again.
So, you go to Pilot Options on CompCon, bottom left-hand corner, the little cogwheel, Export Pilot, and then you should be able to find your download file. If you click your downloads, you can right-click it, and it'll allow you to show it where it is in folder from the downloads in your particular browser.
Alright, got that bit.
Then you want to go over to Forge. You want to open up your pilots sheet. So you want to open up Harrison Martini's sheet.
Yep.
Then there will be a selection of tabs. Click the first tab, which is RM-4 sync. It's on the left-hand side. Click that.
And import.
And then import, and you should be able to browse and find where your file is. And once you've done that,
Mine didn't work.
let me know. Okay, so it didn't work. Did it give you any particular error?
Mine didn't work, but it did if I downloaded the version 2.
That's probably what,
you
yeah.
need the version.
So it's probably the fact that I forgot that the version 2 JSON is the legacy format for VTT systems. So, yeah, that's probably what it is.
That worked.
Yeah, there you go. Everything's importing.
I mean, my picture's still buggered, but I don't care.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. I've been trying to fix it on my end, even, but that specific picture doesn't play well. Because I've tried manually updating Harrison's photo, but I think it has something to do with maybe the actual picture itself. Like, because I've tried a local copy, and I can't get it to work. So I'm thinking maybe I have to wipe it from the archives. And see if that and then put it back in and see if that fixes it. But I don't know. It's wild.
I'm just gonna make sure you go ahead and stick which mechs you want to keep and which mechs you want to delete, just for Roach's sake. Make it easier to clear up the stuff and organize it.
I can't find the new version of the Brave, so I need to have a look.
Yeah, my mech's not there either.
I see the grey area, and I see the Hour of the Wolf. The Hour of the Wolf that's Utari's.
I see Big Brother, and Legal Guardian.
If you go onto your personal character sheet, there's a tab called Mech Active. Are they there? And if so,
No, not the updated one.
Interesting.
Because when I go into the pilot tab, because in the old mech tab, that's where Big Brother and Camerlengo is. Below that, I see Pilot Mechs, which has Legal Guardian in it. And then in Pilot itself is where all of these are being imported to, because it imports them into the same folder, for probably because of the JSON. I see The Last Call, my new mech, Old Constantine.
I've got Downtown in the Pilot section.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it should be.
Yeah. I haven't moved it yet because I need to make sure which mech's which. Because some people have duplicates.
Because not everyone is
turned
renamed.
mine off, apparently.
I'm going to
What was
try
that?
and download my sheet again.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Sorry about this, everyone watching.
We don't have a lot of time to do this stuff off stream because we need to all be around for it. So you get the experience of being around a table with a group of friends who get to meet once a month.
That often?
We all got ridiculously busy lives around this.
Hell
So,
yes,
Red,
we do.
At the bottom of the
usually bad.
pilots tab, I see the Brave, and it has a shotgun. I see your new pilot. I see your new mech. It's right above where my new version of the Reaper's Due is. It's like...
But the
Gene-
HP's wrong.
14 out of 14?
It should be 16 because I've got...
So, your mech's HP won't update until you activate it in your pilot sheet.
Yes, because it's not taking your personal skills into effect yet.
Right.
Now, if I could remember how to do that, I would tell you.
Yeah, it's...
Oh.
As I said a moment ago, it's
So-
mech -- active. On
Yeah,
your
if you go to
pilot sheet.
mech /active, you should be able to just click on the mech and it should make it active or unactive, it looks like for me. You can also scroll on that page it might be further down in the page because you're importing a third mech now, I think.
Okay, I've activated the boat.
There we go. Yeah, now it says 16 HP. There we go.
Thank you. Okay, so Rival did help. So Roach, the Brave is my mech.
Okay.
Downtown is mine.
Yep. I already that.
So, Rival, you need to do the same with downtown, by the way, because it's not active on your
I
sheet
did.
right now.
I already have.
When I open it, it says it's not. I could be on the old one, though.
All right, I'll go in again.
Does the Reapers do just your mech?
Yes.
Well. And Utari, are you still on the Crusader?
Yep.
Done.
Cool. Gray area. That's gray
That's
area.
my old mech.
That's your old. Okay. Old. So gray area goes there. And now the wolf goes there. There we go. Okay. I think everybody's mech in the mechs tab.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. And everybody's got their mech selected, activated. It's correct. With that. Okay, good. All right. So, last we left off, other than the level up, you had all finished. Well, I guess it was a part of the level up. It was a consequence of the level up, or a benefit. You finished a mission, and had begun extracting from said mission back to a ship. Specifically, you had finished Operation Gamora, where you took over an asteroid that the enemy were using as a forward resupply station. In doing so, you encountered a lot of weird shit. Including a guy an individual whom you fought, who mech seemed to be playing around with paracausality as a thing. And then you killed him, and then he proceeded to keep dying in every universe. In a radial kind of like in ripples on a pond, in a singular location, haunting that asteroid for all of eternity. Which brings up a lot of weird shit about how positionality works across dimensions, because if it's the same place in that asteroid in every reality, does that place continue? Is that just the orbit? Is it the asteroid? If you move the asteroid, does that move? Who knows? And
My brain hurts.
And who cares? You did your jobs. Then after that, after you did that, you went into a command center and you found out that everyone was dead in that command center and killed by something, by an Alteran, which is a mechanical shell used for kind of remote piloting by an NHP normally. And it seemed that it had killed everyone before you got there. You did get as much information as possible. Before you left, you reported it. And then you boarded your or you boarded the ship that you had come out here with, and we ended off the session there. Post mission, does anybody have anything they want to do around the ship?
Build Spanner and new mech.
And me.
No, that's going to have to wait.
Two
That's going to
ceramic.
have to wait
Yeah.
until we're back on land. Can I go find Padre, please?
Yeah.
You can
Is he
try.
hiding?
Padre's never like. Whilst he'll always quite often be on his own, I don't think he'd be hard. He doesn't like hide. So, like, how big's the ship that we're on again? As a quick reminder.
I mean, it's. Oh shit.
Was this the one that's like frigate size, or is this the one that's like a carrier, troop carrier size?
No, these are they're all destroyers that you're in. Like it's a destroyer group that you came up with. So you're
Okay.
you're on one of the
Oh, so
destroyers.
So it's like a 50-person vessel.
No.
That. Oh, not even that.
No. Oh no! It's a quite no. I think this is a spaceship. This is like. You ever play Homeworld? Shit, I was banking on that.
Tell it to me in Stargate terms.
That doesn't work. That's not.
Stargate or Star Wars? That's the only spaceships that Midge knows.
Shit, no, 'cause Star Wars doesn't even matter because without the fucking classify Star Wars ships, they don't make any sense.
Because
either.
there's everything from like here's a small one-person like space flight and also hyper speed traveling ship, but also here's the same thing, but it houses an entire battle group of Imperial troops.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Okay.
No, these are big. These are like
Okay.
yeah, they're
Use Halo terms.
they're big.
He gets those two.
What about Star Wars?
We just said that.
Star-
Oh,
We just
yeah,
said
you
that.
just did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I blanked on that one too.
Honestly,
Because I was about to say
I
it's like
thought I
kind of
was
like
having heat stroke
Victory
for a
1
second.
class size, which is like it's a Star Destroyer, but one of the small ones.
I thought I was having heat stroke for a second.
Yeah.
Roach was like, "I'm help. Call
No,
call,
I
I
had
am.
this
call
I am
ambulance.
having the heat stroke.
Call an ambulance, please."
Anyone else
It's-
smell toast?
It's a lot of people on these ships.
Okay.
Like within the lore, it's pretty nebulous. So yeah.
Sure. Okay. I would say you'd probably find him in one of the lounges closest to wherever the med bay is. I don't think he's probably just taken 5. Probably a cup of coffee, or sorry, reconstituted coffee. Maybe one of the coffee cubes in hand. Probably, and you probably actually see him doing a little bit of like writing, but it doesn't look like it's not journaling or anything. It looks more like an inventory.
Okay.
Oh. Have we lost Roach?
No, I've gone to get something.
Oh, okay.
Probably ice cubes.
Probably.
Or it's a technical diagram for like a Halo ship, just so I can have a size reference.
You know she has one.
Not the size of the Infinity. Okay, right.
Is that the size of the Pillar of Autumn?
I suppose the best way to describe it would be think of like a super carrier, because rather than saying, well, in comparison size, think, in real life terms, super carriers. You kind of get the idea of that. Multiply that by probably a factor of like 2, maybe 4 in terms of like the number of crew and its actual physical size, and you're kind of starting to get the ballpark. Obviously, a frigate in these sort of spacecraft terms, they're not the biggest out there, but that's not helpful for someone who has no frame of reference. So you're best thinking of like a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier, plus its accompanying ships, smashed into one, and that's kind of probably the ballpark figure you're thinking of.
So
But just remember, it gets bigger.
Yeah, so the smallest spatial navy ship is probably the troop account.
I mean, you got in every
okay.
sci-fi setting, corvettes tend to be like small. Like they are comparatively small corvettes.
That's what
just
I was trying
like
to
in real life.
use. I'm back, by the way. That's why I was trying to use homeworld as a term, because homeworld, like corvettes, are like they're basically the size of fighters, and you think like, oh, they're single man kind of things. But in homeworld 1 and 2, fighter craft are like crews of 50, and like same thing in like Warhammer. But just so I can get some revenge for the quip about the Halo ship diagram. So this is a Jovian Chronicles ship. This is a Jovian Chronicles ship diagram booklet for a really obscure tabletop role-playing game that uses hard science mecha combat. So we're gonna use this because fuck you.
I already gave what I feel to be a fair comparison if you want to relate it to real life, rather than
that was for that bit. Go on. That's for that. I do have this, by the way. This is incredibly hard to get. I did spend a lot of money to get this.
I'm gonna
Mikey?
re-describe what Padre is up to. Padre is currently nursing a nosebleed.
Oh, this is fun. Okay. So Caitlyn comes over to him quietly and just sits by him and waits for him to finish.
I think, like, essentially, as soon as you sit down, you see, like, Padre will kind of like put like pencil onto the stylus onto data pad, put it down on like one knee, and like readjust his spectacles and kind of look towards you. It doesn't say anything, but there's like a look of like opening, like, yeah, like.
Do you have your advice, spiritual or otherwise, hat on?
We can always.
I don't think I'm cut out for this.
I think he just sort of leans back and looks at her like waiting for her to continue.
That last fight was rough as fuck. And then we walk into that room and I think at that point you could tell from everyone else who had seen that before and who didn't. And truth be completely honest, I've no interest in seeing that again. I didn't sign up to be a pilot. With Utari, I signed up to be a mechanic. And a mechanic was where I thought I would stay, safe in the ship. And if I wasn't safe in the ship, it would be a quick explosion, and then I'll probably be printed out again. I love you all. And I'm going to finish a mission. But I don't think I'm right for this.
At the end of the day, it's up to you to decide if you're where you are meant to be. But you're more than an engineer to all of us. There's How many times has your skills prevented things like what you saw in that room? How many moments of good, even in a shitty situation, have you stumbled upon, found yourself being part of? There's no denying, there's a lot to take in. And we live in a world where sometimes the end is the end, or like you say, a version of you just gets printed back out. I don't know who you believe in, what you believe. I'm also, despite the handle, despite the call sign, not one to preach. But the one who I believe in always had a handle for dealing with vast amount of shit. But despite the physical burden, despite the grey decisions, there was always a speck of good. It is okay to be burdened by what went on in there. As a reminder as well, things that went on in there were, on that mission, were things unlike a lot of people have ever and will ever seen. Sure, we're here with Avari, a family company, to, I don't know, monetize a shitty situation. But even in absolute bullshit, there can always be a speck of good. Besides, if you ended up a Lancer under company orders, there's a good chance that would have happened either way. Reprinted, unprinted. I wouldn't count yourself out. But I also wouldn't say that this line of thinking you're going down, this challenge that you're facing, is one that you should forget lightly either. We're a unique set. You and I probably the most. We are two common folk surrounded by some lifelong soldiers being put into situations that I don't think we would have ever dreamed of before they froze us. Heck, I joined this team as, well, I didn't join this team. My
We
team
kind of picked you up on the way.
My team kind of ended up like that room we saw. Sure, we got some of them out, but sometimes you went into this to fix things, objects, things you can control. I went into this to fix people. Things I can't control, but lives I can try and help change. So far, I've done very little than dress cuts and scrapes and help out at field hospitals. Thank the one that all of us haven't needed any corrective or nanites or any of that sort of thing, but you're not the only one who was shocked at what they saw and pained by the fact that they couldn't do anything about it. Now, a lot of my skills end at words or at the end of scalpels. You have a unique ability, Spanner. You can look through code and through the machines. Help us get answers. That's... And Padre's gonna, lower his voice even more. What we saw in there was not done by human hands, nor that of a mech. With this stuff that we've uncovered and we've been relaying, we've been told to leave alone.
I'm not leaving it alone.
Exactly. It's gonna need people with your brain power to sift through the bullshit and find the humans that we can help. The beings that we can help. You bring a lot to this team. And I, personally, will never hold you to us. If you are seriously done, you're done. I would say that Demon Reaper and Fathead and Ursa would not blink an eye either. They'd be saddened by it. And you surely are someone we've come to very much rely on. And I definitely feel, with the way that some of these fights have been going, we would not have made it through without you. But they understand that a soldier's life isn't for everyone. And we'd all be sorry to see you go. But in a world where so many hands are tied and so much is done by the actions of just driving a mech, you're one of the only people that can chew through past that. So remember that in what you do. And in what you're doing, you don't even have to realistically fire a gun to do it. However, just as a reminder, you might want to check your contract, see what the clauses are for getting out of these things. There's quite a few lines, and especially if you're already down for the reprints, they might just
yeah, I need to
reprint
check
you.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I woke up to a contract change, and it was like, "Oh, now you're a pilot," and I'm like, "The actual fuck."
Before this, I was running a call center, which was taken over by the family holding company, and then they closed it, and I could either go off-world or rely on some other things.
You hate off-world when jobs move off-world.
It's the best of the worst situation. Either way, arguably you've done a lot more good than I have. I think, though you might not be seeing it, you might exactly be right where you need to be. But, yeah. You know. You've got a lot more life and probably various prints ahead of you.
Thank you, Owen. I might need a sleeping tablet later, if that's all right.
Of course. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Take your time, but check in with Demon as well. I've seen my fair share of machine guns and all sorts, but compartmentalizing seems to be more his. If you're looking for a plan, he's the one that you need to talk to. But
yeah,
my invisible door is always open. And if you'd like to hear more about the one at some point, I can lend you a book. But
we had some missionaries come And all I remember was the music was really good.
It is a bonus, but okay, missionaries. I'm so sorry. I mean, it happens. Again, I'm not of the opinion that anyone should. I feel like you have to seek the one to really embrace his awesomeness. But the groundwork comes from finding out that you are awesome in the first place. Anyway, I've got to get these charts. I was helping take some inventory. I've got to get them back to the med staff. Hang tough.
Thanks, Owen. I'll see you later.
I was just gonna put a quick pat on the back, squeeze the shoulder, and go into the med bay and hand off the data pad he was writing on.
Okay. You do so. It's this is post combat, so there's a couple of people in here. So it's not the quietest place, but they take your extra help without much word because they're busy. Just for reference, by the way, because I think we've all forgotten. The company that took over your call center and then gave you just so we all remember, the company that took over the call center is the holding company that also owns Avari. And specifically their logo is this one.
Oh yeah, Omni.
Oh yeah, the evil one.
Yeah.
That's totally
why they would want a religious
family-friendly.
call center, I'll never know. Sorry,
Just
web church.
There we go. Their logo is also on, or at least one of their divisions is also on every food cube or nutrition cube you eat. So they're pervasive. They're everywhere. And that's Omni Radiance Holding Sustenance Division.
like the Mars food of this place.
They have a simple slogan.
No. They're the Nestle of this world.
Omni Radiance Holding Sustenance Division. Ingest.
Yeah, no, that 100% getting Nestle vibes. Are they by chance giving out baby formula for...
Oh boy.
They do everything. All right. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do? To anybody, not just to Spanner.
I'm thinking basically we've been in pretty much constant combat, if not moving between combat for the last 2-3 days. We're pretty much dead on our feet.
I mean, our mechs literally are. As
Yeah.
well.
If you were to ask us how combat effective we are right now, we've lost 2 mechs entirely. And the rest of us are beat up, so I'm going probably 60% combat effective.
This is one of those moments where you go to an industrial hub for
It
about
is.
a month or two.
Well, as a
is
reminder, one of
After
the
you've
downtime
broken into
actions
the
you can
trust fund
take is
from Uncle Bezos and Uncle Muzz.
one of the downtime actions you can take as a Laser pilot is get a damn drink, and I think that's
applicable, I think.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. One of the mechs stalled out on the way into the hangar. It was in 8th gear, and it couldn't downshift anymore. So yeah, you can all just relax as much as you can, not being in direct combat. Spanner, your mech is well, it no longer exists, but it can be reprinted, and so that's now like on the ship's printer like schedule. So you'll have a new mech, a brand new one, the fresh printer smell in the cockpit, along with any other things that you've ordered adjusted for it, including possibly a shotgun. And yeah, you all just kind of let other people deal with stuff for a little while as the ship just it offloads what it needs to offload to the asteroid that you just took over. And also keep in mind, these ships don't have artificial gravity. That's not a thing in this universe. So I'd say probably like 90% of the internal space is totally like 0G at this point because you're not under thrust or anything. There is a grav block, but that's where the med bay is. And some very small like things that they absolutely need it to be there, including like some gyms and stuff like that. Probably I don't think maybe the mess hall, or at least one of them, I guess, like that. I don't know if that would rate it, but so you're all just kind of in your quarters floating as you kind of just hit that point where your body just goes up, not directly in like a threat of dying, so it's okay to shut down. Right now, I'm gonna take a quick 20-hour nap, and yeah, I'd say that's probably like until the ship kind of lurches away from the asteroid and begins its burn back to Tanem Prime, which it does say about 10 hours after you board it, after having finished combat of just constant operations, intercom, ordering damage control teams or different various personnel to various parts of the ship. It's never quiet, shift change shift change reminders, that kind of stuff. But somehow through all that, y'all just kind of managed to get some rest. Mikey, we can't hear that. I just want to point that out so you can
Someone's moving something. I could not hear that.
We could.
Yeah. I thought he was trying to turn an engine
And
over.
dragging a dog, apparently.
So, after you get sufficient amount of rest and wake up on your way back to Tanem Prime, you're then faced with the other half of this situation, which is it's several days to get back to Tanem Prime, in which you don't really have any duties right now.
Is Juliet on this ship? Is this...
Yes, Juliet is there.
Okay.
I was going to ask that. You beat me to it.
Yeah. I was going to say, I thought I'd ask that question for our command team.
Yep, nope, she's there.
I'm going to go and have a chat.
All right. You find her in the mess hall. Now that the ship's under thrust.
It's gravity!
For the first time as well, to like one of these going to talk to Juliet briefs, I think actually Padre is going to linger close, like relative. Like, I don't want to be like involved, but I want to be in earshot. Like normally he does not get himself involved, but something about the end of the last mission has driven him to take a more proactive stance. I'm
No,
not
you
doing
find
this stealthily either, just so you know. I'm just being, it's just like, I am there.
right. Yeah, you find her in the mess hall. She's currently eyeing 2 different nutrition cubes on a tray, both of which have their the wrappers still on. She's like looking at both of them. She also looks pretty fucking wiped. Technically, she still has things to do. And so she looks pretty wiped, and she's just looking at both of these nutrition cubes back and forth when she sees you come up as a group, and she goes, left or right?
Whichever one doesn't have caffeine in it.
Left or right? I took the labels got taken off. Left or right?
Always go right.
Are there any exclamation marks visible? Because all the ones with exclamation marks are awful.
Right, we're going for the right side. We're going for the right side one. Could somebody I'm just gonna quickly do this. I remember it's /over. 60. Takes the right one, rips the wrapper off, and starts eating it. Seafood chowder.
Could be worse.
What can I help you with? You're all good?
A little concerned with how the mission ended.
The guy perpetually dying through space and time?
No, I was thinking more about the control room.
Yeah,
How it had been painted with the innards of all of the people inside.
Yeah. Yeah. It was rough.
It looked like whatever system was controlling the base decided that the biological occupants were no longer necessary.
It's the weird part, because TS113 doesn't have an HP on board, so that would have to be remote from somewhere. Or ship.
Or ship, yeah. Or an AI.
Well, no one has those.
What was with that base? It wasn't that important to kill the entire command staff.
I don't know. As far as I've been told, as far as I know from all the intelligence, it was a supply and refit base. They were using it to keep their ships and what's left of their fleet running, and that was the mission. Knock that out, and so they can't do that. And now most of our ships don't have to keep chasing around whatever they've got left around the system. And they can start helping with the main campaign on the main planet. It's the whole point. So it wasn't that important to them. I mean, it wasn't that. I guess it's moderately important to both of us, but I don't know.
Just seems like it was moderately important. They have those guys defending it, and then they just kill the command staff. You may want someone to start digging.
They're fanatics. This whole thing is just fanatics. They're,
One person's fanatic is another person's loyalist.
well, they're not always logical.
Loyalty isn't.
Exactly. So that could have been an offshoot of that. I don't know. But
Padre, you want in on this?
Oh, hey, Padre. Think
Stop
fast.
skulking. Get you over it.
She throws the left cube at you that she didn't open.
It hits him square in the nose.
43.
43. Tell me what it is.
Dehydrated beef and pork patty.
Oh, actually, that's okay. Oh,
Remember, these take the median. These take the median texture of all the ingredients into a cube
yeah,
format.
that's not as bad. That's really not as
Isn't
bad
that literally
as some
just
of
a
the other ones on
burger?
that.
Like a pork and beef burger?
Yeah, it's
No,
just
it's-
a mix.
It's
patty, you said,
dried.
right?
It's dehydrated.
Yeah, so it's like a
It's
meatloaf?
It's
Jerky's. It's
probably
powder.
jerky.
Yeah, it's powder. It's powder. you just sit there and go like, why wouldn't you just have it like a regular?
So what Padre's actually going to do, he's going to take an empty coffee cup, and he is going to break it all up into it, and essentially add hot water and make a bovril.
Cool. Yeah, you do that.
A
as you
really,
listen.
really bad bovril.
You do that as you listen, and you take a sip. You get through that, and it doesn't taste like anything other than water somehow.
Can I use a pilot skill trigger to read the situation here? I want to see if there's a subtext in Juliet's eyes with what she's saying. Is she like a please shut up, someone's listening kind of thing?
What's the skill trigger you're?
Read a
Trigger?
situation. Look for subtext, motives, or threats in a situation or person.
Okay, give me a check. Then roll roll that.
Can I use
15.
that?
Do you have
Doesn't
that?
help. I do. Read situation. I also have
Oh,
investigate. And word on the street.
Okay. Well, Midge rolled it. So we'll go with Midge's. What you see is a Lancer team handler, data analyst, and intelligence officer who hasn't slept in 48 hours because her post mission is your mission, essentially, and having to put that all down. And also somebody whom you know previously is pretty close to being able to retire from this like she's down to like her last tour with this, and she gains the benefits that are associated with her role. So there's a little bit of I don't know how to process this because my brain stopped working on page 400 of this report. And please stop talking because I don't want to rock the boat. Because if we rock the boat, I don't want to cause any issues. Things are fine, kind of thing. So it's less like shut up, somebody's listening, and more like stop trying to cause problems. Just do your job and wait for me to get my coffee.
Okay.
Or wait for me to finish this seafood chowder. Not even clam chowder, I want to point out. Because people might have that's seafood chowder that she's having, which is worse.
And it's the middle ground of all of the components, so therefore probably
Yes.
more watery than a standard chowder.
Yeah, it's like Jello.
I'm going to hand her a blister pack of sleeping tablets, just wordlessly, for later. And then I'm actually gonna just say to, I think I'm just gonna say to the demon. I think Juliet is still got quite a bit of the report to write up. Spanner had something for you if you have got the time for her.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks, boss.
One of the problems with writing this report is I have to use your telemetry from your flight recorders. And I don't know how to interpret some of the images from the fight with the Echo because it didn't record it. Or when it did, it recorded it out of time. So you encountered him almost 20 minutes before you actually encountered him on the video footage.
Padre, help her.
You get a headache. If you do, you get a headache. It doesn't matter. It's incomprehensible. It's impossible.
Padre's now the one who's been like, who's instead of pulling out a blister pack of sleeping pills, he's pulling out a blister pack of pain meds. Just all right.
if it's, I just turn around. If it's not made of meat and bleeds, I can't fix it. Like.
Yeah. So you encounter a new,
maybe try looking against a printout of our lock-on data, or talk to which one of us was it that got phased out of the reality as well?
Oh, that was Oleg. That was Oleg.
Or maybe download the data from Oleg's mech, because that also got phased into the weird timey-wimey sync realm, and see if you can correlate and realign everything.
Well, maybe. It's the worst. It's always something interesting with you, lot.
Why is it always you?
Why is it always you?
Just lucky, I guess.
If not, I've made friends
Cooperative
with
script writer.
I've made friends with the lab porter, and I can pretty much get those pointing to the blister pack of sleeping tablets. We can get those on tap, as well as just let me know.
Right.
Without sounding like a backstreet aerosol
A drug dealer?
Yeah.
This is my plug. He's also my priest.
That's the next, you just gotta go to confession.
Yeah.
You can get whatever you want.
That's the next Knives Out movie. That's
if you're not drinking, I could always hook up a saline drip and help you that way.
Got to stay hydrated.
I'm gonna get as close as I can to finishing this, and then I'm giving the data to our NHP on the carrier, and letting it figure it out and finish this up. So don't worry about me. I'm gonna finish up this, and then I'm gonna go pass out for a while, and enjoy our next couple of days.
Don't exceed 4 of those in one sitting. Just been there, done that. It's
Not my first rodeo.
It would be. I'd be breaking an oath if I didn't mention it.
All right.
4 is safe. 6 is a good time. 8. I hope you've got the printed copy ready.
Right. Moving on.
All right.
Gonna go find Spanner.
And just before, just as we say get to the threshold of the canteen, I want to just quickly grab Demon and say, she's a little shaken up by the last one. I know we all are, but it hit her the hardest, and she's on the fence about sticking around. So
she's a mechanic, not a pilot.
Exactly. Trying.
I got it.
I know you do.
Okay, on my way. Track down
Okay.
Spanner.
Spanner's in her quarters.
Is there a doorbell or do you just knock?
Makes it. It's just like a door chime, I guess, or well, no, because you don't even have your own quarters. So like yeah. So no, you just
I think we all sleep together, don't we? So it's like just
poke your
Spanner's
head
in
in.
the quarters.
It's a bunk room,
Essentially.
basically.
Yeah.
Is anyone else in there?
No, I wouldn't say it this time. No, everybody's working or, but that one specifically, there it's like your team is kind of post crash awakefulness, so not. Wouldn't say probably they were all around. So nah.
Spanner?
Hey, boss.
Walk with me.
I can float with you.
We're under gravity right now. We're under thrust. Walk with me.
Okay.
I'd find a quieter corridor. Preferably something with a window.
It's gonna be hard pressed to get both of those.
So, Padre tells me you've come to talk to him.
Yeah. I'm having reservations about my continued part of Hammer Group once we get off Tannin Prime.
I can understand that. Before we go any further, well done. It takes a lot to go to one of your squad mates and tell him you're having a problem. It's a sign of a good pilot. I know you're not a pilot. You're a mechanic. I know you didn't sign up for this. And if I've been leaning on you too heavily, I apologize for that. Getting you out of this right now is not possible.
Oh, I know.
But what we saw back there is enough to shake anyone up. So how about this? You don't have a mech right now. I know the one's being printed for you, and that's fine. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to build something similar to what you had before, but I want you to lean heavily into the support systems. I want you to go down electronic warfare. I want you to hit them from the side, from where they're not looking. Have something that allows you to defend yourself, but let us be the wall in front of you while you hit them where they can't see.
I think I can manage that.
We'll do the front of fighting. You distract them, shut them down, keep them off balance. That'll keep you out of the main fight. You'll still be useful to us. You'll actually be helping us more than you'll know. And I'll try not to lean on you too heavily for anything that involves getting into somewhere where you're likely to get into a fight.
It's not the fighting necessarily that's bothering me. It's that I don't know what I'm fighting for. Apart from the 5 of you.
That's all you are fighting for. That's all the all of us are fighting for. I just realized you don't know the nature of war.
No.
Okay. How war works, 101. Everyone tells you you're fighting for something, for a flag, for an ideal, for a politician telling you you're going to a war, for a country, for a corporation. When it comes down to it, and you're on the field, none of that matters. It's the person to the left of you and the person to the right of you. You keep fighting, because if you don't, they die. And it's the same the other way around. You got me, you got Fathead, you got Reaper, you got Padre. We're not fighting for whatever company's in charge. We get paid by them, yeah. We're doing what we're doing because we've been told, this is your lot in life, deal with it. And we've got 4 people around us who are going to deal with it along the same time. Juliet's our connection to the outside world, to the rest of the battle and everything else. But when it comes down to it, do you think anyone else is going to get on that field with us and stand with us?
No.
So if they're not going to, who do we have?
Each other.
That's all you're fighting for. That is literally it. Is that enough?
When Avari came to my homeworld, after the pirates came and destroyed and killed, I thought, these are the good guys. And in the engineering bays, saw the mechs come in and they were scraped up, but you didn't ever get any mission details apart from we're going to this planet. And then I get woken up, get told I'm being a pilot, and I think, oh, okay, well, all right, should be fine. Why wouldn't it be fine? And ever since then, I don't think of Aria the good guys anymore. I think you all are. And like I say, I'm not going to abandon you, not on this mission. But I don't know. I don't think I like blindly following orders.
No one does. Not if they're a good person, a good soldier. Sometimes you have to trust that the chain of command knows what they're doing, but when you don't have a reason for what you're doing, you have to trust that they do. And if you still can't handle that, then you're not fighting for those orders. You're fighting for the people standing next to you.
That's what I've been running off the past 2 missions.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I hate being in the dark. I know Fathead hates being in the dark as well. We don't like going into operations where we don't know what it actually accomplishes, why we're doing what we're doing, but we have to do it. And there's only one reason that we do keep doing it. Because if we say no, then take the contract out of it. We refuse to get in the mech, we refuse to go downstairs. Then you guys are one pilot short. And you're responsible for that person or persons that don't come back. You don't need to trust in the mission, you just need to be trusting in us. Set your mech up the way I've told you to. We get through to the end of this, and maybe we can see about getting you back into just being a mechanic again.
Yeah, I think that's best. Or some sort of different support role.
Mm-hmm. That works. Okay. Meanwhile, you need to talk. You've already done the right thing once before. Do it again. Talk to Reaper. Talk to Fathead. Talk to me. You can talk to Padre too, I suppose. But he's not a pilot really either.
That's why I went to him.
Mm-hmm. But he's not going to have the answers you need. We good?
Yes, boss.
Go get some sleep. You need it. Being exhausted is not the time to be thinking about things like this.
That last dream was rough.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that, and no one's giving me answers. Might need you to use your hacking abilities soon.
I'll have to be back on planet, but yeah. I've got that data pad, but I can't isolate it properly here.
Well, we might start digging when we get back downstairs then. Go to bed.
Yes, sir.
I'll wait for her to get a few steps away. Then call Fathead. Fathead, you there?
Yeah?
Keep an eye on Spanner for me.
Can do, but is there a problem?
Civilian shoved into a military role she's not ready for, and she's starting to question everything around her.
Yeah. It's usually see those types in training, though. In this case, she never went through that process.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you see Reaper, give him the same instruction, will you?
Will do.
Alright, I'm gonna get some chow.
Understood.
Demon out. And we're good.
Good being a relative term.
We're in the dark, and she's absolutely right about that. Our point of contact can't give us any information, or doesn't have the information, and maybe doesn't want to look for it. So, right now, all we can do is just sit back and wait until we get downstairs. Which Demon's not happy about.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
What food am I eating?
Oh no, we about to recreate that classic freaking scene at the end of the summoner.
Yeah, go ahead and roll one for me as well, Roach, because I've Reaper had to get something to eat at some point too. Whenever you want to.
Am I at the bar? Am I getting drunk?
Am I hammered? I hope so.
I feel like that reference went over everyone's head.
It did.
No. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, hound dog.
Yeah. Demon. You have burrito! Exclamation point.
That's probably not too bad, right? Because it's mostly
I can work with
meat,
that.
right?
It's in quotations
Right.
and italicized.
With an exclamation point.
Yeah.
I can work with
Okay.
that.
Yeah. And then Reaper, you rolled a 50.
50.
Buttered bread.
That's it.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure. He's had worse.
A
Just
full
depends
meal.
at what. It just depends at what texture the butter is when they're taking the middle point. Like if it's cold butter and bread, like that's just a bit of a stale bread. But if it's like soft butter already and like a soft white bread,
No,
then-
100% it's
then-
not going to be.
then
You're
it's-
getting the worst of the options.
Oh, yeah, you're
that
gonna
was
get
made
the
by the
bottom.
lowest bidder.
yeah. So
It's military grade. It was made by the lowest bidder.
So
also-
it's just wet bread.
Yep. It's not even toast. Yeah, it's not buttered
not
bread.
even toast.
It's
Yeah,
buttered
because like
bread.
if it's wholemeal
Yeah,
bread
like
and you
you-
just take a slice of wholemeal bread and butter it, that's fine. But if it's just white bread
Yeah.
and you butter it, it's like, oh man, this is like a depression meal. What are you doing?
Yeah, you open it up and it's not. There's no crust even.
Yeah.
it's just the
It's a
actual-
square.
It's-
100%. 100%. That is the filled kitchen experience when on some bullshit X.
Oh yeah. And he's fine with that. He's had that before. He's had worse. He's just like, I need to get some calories into my system
Just
before I go
open
to
it. And
sleep.
you just it's a full meal. It's a full meal with all the nutritions you need for a full meal, but it is just bread to
Yeah.
your brain.
It's
He's there
bread
with
that
his-
was buttered 3 hours ago
Oh, yeah.
in
Left out in the sun.
mass-produced quantities and lukewarm soup. That's your filled kitchen when you're on some bullshit training exercise.
He's
Hey,
literally
you
got
missed it
his.
by
Busted.
one.
Buttered bread
it's a
was
real
my
thing.
entire diet for at least 3 days.
That's fair.
That's fair. Hey, you missed it. The one right above that was beef enchilada.
That would have been fine actually.
No,
That
because
would be
remember,
fine going in.
it's the mean consistency of all the ingredients together.
Yeah, he'd have been fine with
Into-
that. He's like, whatever. It doesn't taste like depression meal though, right? It's
Honestly,
just like-
90% of these are gelatin consistency.
It's got a
I created
big
this
like.
to be.
It's got a big like 1920s like. Let's take everything and make it a gelatin salad kind of vibe to it.
Yeah. I created this list to make it the worst fucking thing possible.
You did a great job.
It was
You did a great job.
Trying to trigger everyone who's ex-services here, aren't you? That's what you're doing.
I did look up a lot of rations from a lot of different countries to see what was their worst menu option.
Uh-huh.
So there is a vegetarian omelet, and that's for the U.S. That's for the ex-U.S. service members.
Oh, that sounds like that'd be rough. I'm just sat here praying for the burger and beans. Come on, burger. That is the king of all UK K-rats. Is the burger
Yeah.
and beans.
Reaper's just sitting in the chow hall with his like virtual display headphones on, like just mindlessly chewing this food cube, and then once he finishes the food cube, because we're under thrust at this point, he stands up and walks away and finds somewhere to sleep because he's like, I don't care, I need to get some sleep. I'm out until we have to land, basically at this point.
Yeah, it's a couple. It's so you eat, you recharge, you relax, you fret, etc., all the time, all your normal downtime. And
I'm an XO. There's no relaxing. I have
well,
bullshit
yeah.
to deal with. The bullshit never stops.
Well, to be fair, you're just
in the middle of a hallway and somebody walks by and just going like, you late for something? they run quicker. Does any ex-service member out there they just felt their heartbeat clicking for a split second? if you ever want to fuck up with the next service member as well, like fuck around with them a little bit, like towards the end of the night, go up to them fully serious and just go like, "Hey, you got Firewatch tonight," and then move along. They won't know where you learned that, but they'll hate you for placing that down. So, it's 5 days of transit back to 10M Prime. It's your ship and one of the other ones from the group that went out. So 2 ships coming back of the 3. And after the first day, it really starts to drag. Because, like, the time you were coming out towards the mission, you have no duties aboard. So you're just kind of there and also in the way. But it gives you a whole lot of time to just think about the last mission or get horrified at the last mission. It's, either or. I'd say probably about like day 4 is the print for Spanner's mech has finished. As has most of the repair work been done to all the rest of the mechs. You are also able to get time to reconnect with the other group of pilots that were a part of the mission, because you had another group that was playing essentially defense or like with the ships while you did the assault portion during the mission. You were able to catch up with them a little bit, and they had a much less a much less eventful, we'll say, time of it, but it is what it is. Yeah, it finally gets to the point where you reach you reach the orbit in Tandem Prime, and you have to do the whole rigmarole getting aboard a shuttlecraft, of loading your mechs onto the shuttle and transiting back down to the surface, which is a whole other thing and a whole other day of going through that. But as you've already gone through that once, I'll skip ahead. And on your way down, you notice you're not doing the evasive maneuver corkscrew that you've done previously back down to the fob.
All the work we put into taking out airfields and anti-aircraft batteries and things like that, it bloody well better not be.
Mm-hmm. And eventually you kind of get to the point where you can look out of the side through a kind of a porthole, a window, and you see the base is bigger than it was previously. It's been expanded and much less. It is still a fortified position, but much less last bastion on Earth kind of vibes. As you go over towards a landing pad that wasn't there previously, that's kind of in a more open air location, and set down. But yeah, you sit down on the ground. You now have actual real gravity beneath your feet. And the hatch opens, you get outside, and you actually are breathing real air. It's tandem air, but it's air. Is what it is. Yeah, just for hold on a second. just for reference, since it has been a long while, if I can remember how to switch things around. This is the planet. This is Tandem Prime, no longer with a, safe zone that you're, like, bottled into or anything like that. You're able to learn from talking with a couple of other individuals that the operations have continued to go on as you have been away. And the main force has cleared the main continent mostly of major resistance. They've pushed all the way out to Dumore and beyond, which you've passed previously. And attacks on the FOB have been much less regular. It's been a lot quieter for those around here, and you're kind of situated. You're able to report in. Juliet presents the report that the NHP was able to get done during the transit and everything, and once you present that, you're kind of put on a short R&R period to make sure things are that you're more combat effective as a team. Though unfortunately, a couple of days after you do arrive, you demon get word from your higher ups that your team member, that Ursa is getting transferred to a different team to fill in for casualties that occurred, and will be transferred out of your team.
I'll let the team know.
We should get him some barbecue.
That's all he's been doing the last 3 days he's been on the planet.
And some drink.
I think as a going away present, I am going to have coordinated with Spanner I will have acquired a surgical apron, and I'm going to get Spanner to print out a little logo, and essentially we'll retrofit a surgical apron to be like a barbecue apron that says Oleg's with a little fancy sign on it. So he's got a cooking apron to take away with him as a passing gift.
Yeah.
I will also make him a spatula.
The Spanner of foods.
You're able to throw pretty low key, but kind of tight knit, going away get together for Oleg before they ship out to their team, who's in the middle continent, which is to the south. They're currently trying to clear Republican diehards and military that haven't given up yet. So you throw a party, he takes the gifts, and he cooks for you as well, the barbecue, with now his spatula and apron. And it's not that bad.
Hell yeah. Real food.
Yeah. Real food, yep. But somewhat bittersweet because then he has to go and he leaves the next day, leaving you as a smaller team, but still kind of. And also one that's still kind of stuck here. After a bit, you're kind of assigned duties to just do basic patrols around the capital every few days. But honestly, that's something they really don't need you for. They need it for, they have infantry and individuals and light trucks and stuff like that can do most of those. They don't want to have the wear and tear on the mechs, but just to keep you from climbing up the walls, get you out of the base a little bit. And things kind of settle into a bit of a pattern like that, as once again Hammer has been sent on a really fucked up mission and come back
Alive, mostly.
Alive. You have kind of been given the reward of nothing to do, which is funny enough great, because now you have nothing to do. But then leads into now you have nothing to do.
Spanner has something to do.
Spanner has
Does have
orders.
something there. And what does Spanner do during this time?
Spanner has a look at the data pad she retrieved from the bloody room.
Okay. Okay.
She put some protections in place. She not dumb. Specifically made her not to be dumb.
Yeah. Okay. Specifically, what are you trying to do with the pad?
See if there's any, because it's the Republicans' pad. So see if there's any files on there, and then see if there's any files that have recently been deleted or removed. And then if there's any encryption keys, codes, any sort of that sort of thing that she could retrieve to help future hacking tries.
Okay.
Because she's still got all of those files. Oh no, actually they're the Avari files. She's not going to work on the Avari files today. She's looking at she's trying to find more about Jericho.
Okay. Would you say you're trying to hack or investigate more? Because you have two skill triggers, hack or fix and investigate.
I would say this is more of an investigate, because it's a data pad. She doesn't necessarily need to hack into it. And if she does, it's more in a line with the investigation.
Okay.
And I don't know whether I can do this. I was told to do it.
Okay.
So, does that mean I can get a leadership dice as well?
Yes.
You're not the GM.
No, but I don't care.
No, you wouldn't really be able to get leadership dice because that's the part of the mech side of the rule
fair.
set.
But yeah, it's going
they
to be an
don't match.
investigation rather than a hack.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation for me then.
But
Okay. Okay. So you open up the pad and you start looking through, and for a lot of it, it's mostly very mundane. Reports around things like requisitions and incident reports and maintenance requests and all that kind of stuff. Things that don't really have a lot of meaning to them as you kind of move through it. But then you do find eventually kind of more of a hidden section a bit deeper that has more sensitive materials. And you said you rolled an 8. Okay. So as you go in, you start looking through these folders, these files, to see if you can find anything on Jericho. And you search through for any keywords around things like Project Jericho or anything like that. The pad, the UI for the pad flickers and then displays what looks to be like a rudimentary chat / command prompt almost looking thing, and you see a message pop up, almost if you're familiar with DOS, like in the command prompt window kind of thing. You see a message pop up there from an unknown source that just says, "What do you know of the gates?" And you notice that the pad is connected to the general. I had a word for it.
Network?
No, because the network's an insular thing. That's an intranet. There's a
extranet.
Yeah, there's an internet. We're gonna say space internet. It's a word for it, but I've forgotten it. And yeah, you see that. Shut the fuck up. Too smart for your own good. But you see that pop up across on the screen. And there's a little section at the bottom to type in a response. And I think looking at the time, and also the fact that I've just now hit actual human body temperature in my room. Both of those things together, I think we should end it, because I honestly do need to turn off this computer and go lay down in it.
We're gonna take that as a let's get out of here before Roach cooks. So
before I get heat stroke. So yeah, we'll end it there. But that's what pops up, a message across the screen that says, "What do you know of the gates?" After you looked for Project Jericho.
Of course, with that beautiful cliffhanger and the fact that Roach is currently broiling, we will leave it there. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the follow button on the podcast channels, make sure you leave a rating, review, and of course, we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.